Hey guys, I am going to be trying to talk to you guys about today is a more personal level that has been burdened on my chest for quite some time, and I just thought today was the day because I do have the house to myself and I'm quiet, I'm in my own space, and I just thought this was the greatest moment to try cover up a couple of things. So I want to go backwards to when I was 17, 18, and I was in a committed full term relationship, and I was the happiest peach on the block, and we did everything together. We lasted maybe 4.5 years, and we just fell through, and some more personal departments of that arose, and we were just like, we couldn't do it. And I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that's kind of where my problem is that I want to talk to you guys about today is that I had a great eating ability or stamina, and I could eat a lot and I could do a lot, and I was always ready to go and do something fun. And when we broke up, I kind of put the brakes on that and fell apart and went through depression and went through mental mind games of I'm not good enough and all this sort of stuff. And I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that's kind of where my eating problem, or I guess started. I would eat a lot and I would do a lot, and I would kind of be on the skip of breakfast, skip lunch, but then I'd eat a lot because I would eat throughout the day. I'd have a lot of snacks and a lot of appetizers or a lot of protein shakes that would fill me up, and I just can never gain weight, but I was always tiny, as in petite, or as in a really small physique, right? And I couldn't deal with it because it was bothering me. It was I would look like a skeleton one day, and then I would look like I'm fit and ready to run a marathon the next. I could not understand why my body was doing this towards me. And I kind of realized that your body is kind of like a machine where you have to feed it and water it and do all this types of stuff to it to keep it going. And it's kind of like a vehicle. And when we had our breakup, I fell apart and went into a kind of a zone of depression for quite some time. And I have it here and there, but it's nothing crazy. And I kind of went back and forth from being 135 pounds to 110 to 120 to 115 to 105 to where I was literally a skeleton, and I would buy a pair of jeans that were a size 4. I would fit in them one week, and next week I would be swimming. And same with a t-shirt. I would buy a small t-shirt and it would be nicely fit. Next week I would be swimming in it. So I was always juggling with my weight and my health and my mind, where I just was this is enough. I'm gonna put a break on this. And that is kind of where I stopped. And I stopped kind of being so healthy and stopped being so nutritionist, because I was what's the point? If my body's reacting like this, why should I be feeding it good stuff if it's not accepting what I'm already eating? Right? Bad idea. So I've been into this like other type of eating issue where I would eat a lot and do a lot, but I'm never full or my tummy's still hurting. And I realized that there's some type of problem. And I kind of, in the way of Googled it, it's a fear of food problem. And I know I don't have it. I know I'm not gonna have it, but I know that it's a 40% chance that I would already have had it. I'm not fully sure, but I just wanted to put it out there and say that it's okay to have these types of body changes or these body feelings and to be unsure. And I'm not a specialist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a vitaminist, I'm not a athleticalized nurse, I'm nothing like that. I'm just a regular woman trying to figure out her body type and her body style and trying to understand why is my body doing this. Like, I'll give you an example. The following day, I went out to lunch with my partner. We went to an Indian cuisine, my most favorite place. We always go there every month. We go there for our like little tradition. And I ordered 3 types of curries with a big family size of rice. And the rice was like this big, right? And then we have our portions are like that big. So you got about a cup and a half of 3 different types of curries. And I've always ordered the same stuff over and over. And then I ordered a strawberry type of like milkshake. And I had 5 sips of the milkshake, maybe like this much of rice, and maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons of each curry per dish. And I just was like, I'm full. And I had at least like 2 cups, 2.5 cups left of my rice and about a third of my curry dishes. And I was like, well, I don't get it. Like, I normally would inhale this whole meal. And I didn't even like scratch the surface. So that was one of the like realizations of, oh no, there could be some type of issue. The following day, we went to town for our Boxing Day shopping, and I normally would get some type of like snack throughout the afternoon because it was a long day. I would get either like a small 6-inch Subway or French fries at A&W or McDonald's or whatnot, or like a veggie burger. Nothing. I ran off of a Gatorade and a granola bar at 9 in the morning. And it was like already 4:35, and I was like having a complete meltdown because I was hungry. But I was overwhelmed because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat. And that is kind of where I was like, there is something wrong. I don't get it. And I always have like a granola bar in my purse, or in the vehicle we have like a cooler full of like snacks normally. And it was full, and there was granola bars, there was oranges, there was a pomegranate already peeled, there was kiwis cubed. I just looked at it and I was like, there is something wrong. I'm not hungry. But I was like bawling because I was hungry. And it was like I was either stressed or anxiety or some type of thing was happening with me and I just could not figure it out. And I still to this day don't get it at all. And then for New Year's dinner, we went out and I couldn't find anything on the menu, of 4-page menu of what I wanted to eat. I could not figure it out. And it was just like exhausting. I was like losing my mind. And it was that realization of, holy man, some type of thing in my body is rejecting something in my brain. And I'm not wanting per se to be like, oh, look at me, I'm not eating, haha. No, it's nothing like that. It was just, I cannot find anything that I wanted to eat. That I've been going to this restaurant probably ever since I was like little. Like, I should be able to find something to eat. It is not hard. It is a basic restaurant slash bar. There's a lot to eat. So I came up to the courage to order a Greek salad and a side of fries. And I had 4 cups of coffee and a thing of cheesecake, and on the way home I had a Dairy Queen. Like, I have to figure out something is not happening with my body. And this is kind of where I'm wanting to understand why. So I am starting to try figure it out and see how come my body or my mind per se is rejecting this type of feeling or this type of thought that I'm not wanting to eat. And I'm not wanting to be super skinny and toothpick and stuff, but I'm not also wanting to die in my early 30s because of a stupidity thought that I had when I was like 17, 18. And I'm just realizing that there has to be some type of change with myself and my eating and I think it's like a fear of something. I'm not fully 100% sure of what it could be or what it is, but I could just have this gut feeling that I think of the food and I'm already having a tummy ache, or I have a million excuses. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to cook a meal, or oh, la di da di da, goes on and on. But I am realizing that I have no choice. I'm going tinier. My ribs are a little bit showing. My stomach is aching every morning when I wake up. I'm drinking jugs and things of water and lemon juice and protein shakes. Maybe my protein shakes are giving me those weird feelings. I'm not too sure. It's just I'm trying to wrap my brain around the fact that there is some type of problem. And my folks figured it out. My siblings are somewhat in the eyeball figuring out of it. My partner figured it out. His siblings are figuring it out too. And some of my mom's following friends are also wondering, she's looking a little frail, or why is she lying on the couch at 2 in the afternoon? I'm exhausted, supposedly, but it's not, because I have a headache. And I don't know, maybe it's some type of hormonal issue, some type of women thing that has just been kind of going on, but then now it's really caught up to its own self. I'm not fully sure. But I just wanted to come on here and try explain to you guys what is going on and why am I looking so much like a skeleton per se, or like a toothpick, or like a doll, as people would say, because I'm so fragile. I have like barely any muscles. My ribs are a bit showing. They're a bit tender. My stomach is completely flat. I'm not understanding why. I don't get it. I eat enough. I eat a lot throughout the day because I have those appetizing snacks. But I don't get where I'm not gaining nothing. I'm like a ballerina. I'm like wearing a corset the whole time, but I'm not. So my thighs are getting a bit more toothpicky. My calves are showing a little bit more toothpicky. This shirt is small, but how come I'm swimming in it? Like, I'm not understanding my body, and I'm just trying to figure it out on myself, or maybe with some parental guidance or whatnot. But I've had this ever since I was like 17, 18, where I've just kind of had the own voice of what I'm eating and how I'm eating and what I eat and where I eat and how I eat and whatnot. And like this, collarbones are showing. Like, that's not supposed to be happening in a young 26-year-old girl. Like, my muscles are smaller. My like bra line, like this section is getting a bit more indented. Um yeah, I'm just realizing that there's a couple of body factors that I'm looking at, and features that I'm looking at, that I was like, how did that get there? Why is that there? So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys, or talk to someone, or talk to something, where people say, oh, go talk to someone, or go, well, set up with a counselor or whatnot. I like to do this. I like to talk to myself, because there's no judging, there's no put down, there's no name calling, and there's no ridiculing on how I'm feeling or why I'm feeling, or double questioning myself on why I feel that way. So I just thought that this is my safe zone. Like, everyone has a safe zone in life, and this was kind of like where my safe zone is to make these like silly clips and vlog about myself and vlog about my life, and share with people that I thought would be interested in knowing me, other than judging, because you can't judge a book by the cover if you haven't read the book. So I just wanted to come on here and explain to you guys how I'm feeling. To be honest, this is how I'm honestly feeling. And I don't know if it's an actual thing, or if I'm just like way over my brain or whatnot, but I just thought I would share with you guys my thoughts and my feelings on here before I go into like a specialist, or to go see a nutritionist, or to go see a doctor or whatnot. But that is pretty much it. I just thought I would explain to you guys on how my body is working and my body is feeling. And no one is perfect, and no one is picture right and everything. I just wanted to come on here and be as real and as dry and as like fresh as possible, so I don't have to pretend about something. This is myself. This is my true self on how I'm feeling. And I just wanted to be as open and honest and real as I can. And sorry in advance if this was a bit overwhelming for your mindset or your thoughts, but I just needed to get this off of my chest before I bury myself into more of a regret of not opening up earlier. But that is it, guys. Please comment, subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time.